Have you ever thought about combining sweet and savory flavors to create a unique barbecue dish?
Today we're making a recipe for a fan favorite, bacon wrapped Oreos. These things are one of the best things you can do for an appetizer, just to kind of put something out for your friends and family to enjoy. It starts a conversation, I guarantee that. So come on, let's check this one out. Check out this recipe.
Now let's get started with these Smoky Bacon Wrapped Oreos, a creative twist to elevate their traditional barbecue experience. I start by cutting the bacon in half using a sharp knife, like this Kendrick barbecue knife from Messameister. With my bacon cut, I reach for one of my wire cooling racks. This is where I'll place the wrapped Oreos as we prep them. With everything ready and the Oreo pack open, I begin by wrapping the first Oreo. As you'll see, I'm simply grabbing a single Oreo and a half-cut strip of bacon, then I carefully wrap the bacon around until both ends are touching underneath the Oreo. Once I have each one wrapped, I place it on the wire cooling rack with the bacon ends at the bottom. Now this can be a bit of a tedious process, but overall it's really not that bad. After a few, you'll get into a rhythm, and this is a great snack to get the whole family involved with during the prep. Oftentimes, I'll have my daughters right there with me, and they can really help speed up the entire process. As I continue to wrap the Oreos, I place them on the cooling rack, and I'm shooting for 8 per row and 4 total rows per rack. If you're good at math, that's 32 per cooling rack. A typical pack of Oreos has 36 in a pack, but I found that with the center cut bacon, once you cut it in half, you're right around 32 slices of bacon. And speaking of bacon, I have executed this recipe with all different cuts of bacon. I've used on-brand and off-brand. I've used thick cut, original cut. You get the idea. And what I've found is that the Oscar Mayer center cut bacon performs the best. It seems to be the right mix of thickness, width, and quality. Feel free to try different cuts or use whatever you have on hand, but that's just my 2 cents. And while we're on the topic of ingredients, let's chat about the Oreos. In this example, I'm using the classic old-fashioned version here, but the Oreos is an area that I do tend to experiment with from time to time. We've done double stuffed, birthday cake, golden, mint, and even cinnamon bun. I don't know if I've had one that has been more well-liked than the others, but the golden ones have been a hit in the past. And this is another reason this is a recipe that will get the people talking. The possibilities are virtually endless, so get creative. Now for my last step to get these ready for the smoker. I pull out some of my honey chipotle rub. This is one of my favorite rubs as it pairs so well with bacon due to the sweet and smoky elements it brings in. That said, rubs are always an area that you can add your own twist or stamp to any recipe. Maybe it's something you throw together at home. Maybe you can reach for something like Meat Church Honey Hog. Pick the flavor you're shooting for, whether it's sweet, savory, or even spicy. Just go in with some confidence. For this cook, I'm rolling on my Traeger Ironwood 885 at 275 for 45 minutes and basing doneness on the look of the bacon. And would you look at that, the unique flavor profile of the Smoky Bacon Wrapped Oreos is unlike anything that you've ever tasted. The smokiness of the bacon and the sweetness of the Oreo come together to create a fun combo that will have everyone talking. If you're still here, I can't thank you enough. And if you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button to stay up to date on all my latest recipe adventures.